Hey friends, how's it going? Just sitting down here. We got mail again. Friends, it means the world to me that you guys send me stuff. I don't know, it's kind of special. I get packages from all over the world sent to me. There's just a lot of good people out there. I just want to thank you guys. You guys have renewed my faith in human nature. There are so many good people in this world. You just got to find them. They're out there. And thank you. It means a lot to me. I don't know what this is, friends. Mr. TK. Friends, this TK fella, he reached out to me, I don't know, this summer sometime. Remember this stuff, friends? Remember this one? This pristine, low mile, like fully ready to go 181, full wrap. He mailed me this and another one, and like, wow, I love this saw. I run it all the time. It's a great saw. It's rare I get a saw that isn't blown up. So it was funny. It was funny to get one that, you know, like, that thing's nice, friends. And that TK fella, he sent it to the channel. He said, you know, I got this. You want it? I'd like you to try this saw out. So, friends, in the comments, please take the time and thank Mr. TK. It's guys like him and a lot of you out there. You guys really keep this channel rocking and rolling. Friends, I'm gonna say something right now. When I started YouTubing, I didn't set out to be a YouTuber. I didn't even know what that was at the time. I just wanted to share info. And again, I didn't want this channel to be, you know, me seeing how many builds I can take in a month. I'm happy with the way the channel's going, and I'd like to keep it that way. If products come in, you know, if products make their way towards me and it's something that I think you guys will use, then you might see products on this channel. But for the time being, friends, let's just keep the train rolling the way it is. My nose is running. It's minus 10 Celsius in the shop right now. Not too cold for a Canadian boy, but some of you guys would probably cringe at that. So anyhow, friends, TK mailed me this. I'm not exactly sure what it is, or even how to open it. So what I'm going to do, friends, I'm going to take the packing slip off, and got my big knife here. I like the way he sealed this with UL grade tin tape, fire rated. That's the good stuff. There we go. I keep all these, friends. I like. It's neat. I look through them. I remember the first time anything showed up here, Jack Fly. Hope you're doing well, Jack. Jack Fly mailed the ProMac 55. I was like, what? Oh, it still blows my mind, friends. Hope you guys can see me here. I'm just going to see. I'm not exactly sure which way this box opens, friends. Let's see what we got here. It's TK packages a mean box, friends. He really does. Well, I'm just going to do that. That seems to be working. I don't know if you guys can see me here, but with my big knife. I love this knife. I bought this off a knife maker. Carberry, Manitoba, I think. Okay, what do we got here from good old TK? Well, I'm guessing this is parts. I'll put that aside. Okay, what do we got here, friends? Okay, I'm going to put this on the floor and start pulling stuff out of it. I see orange. I don't like orange, do I, friends? Yeah, I do, don't I? Okay, what do we got here? Really, You guys see what that says there? I hope it's focusing. 394 XP. Interesting. Wow. Buddy. So, I guess this come across this bench and it's thoroughly blown up. And he thought he'd send it my way and we can do a 394 build on the channel. Now friends, I have a 394. A lot of you guys know that have been here. Here's the recoil. I have a 394, friends. This one here, I'll show you guys quickly. Okay. I love this saw. This saw is like brand new. Like it is barn fresh, brand new, like never been modified. It is the cleanest 394. Here's the side cover or clutch cover, air deflector. I don't think there's anything else in this bag. Oh, wow, look at that, friends. That is a chain brake for what looks like a 281, 288. Like, oh yeah, it's like brand new. Wow, buddy, thank you. This TK fella, he just, oh, she's a full Rappy Dappy, friends. I don't have a full Rappy Dappy 394. Now I do. Jeez. What else do we got here? Wrist pin. Here's the muffler, friends. And here's the cylinder. Intake block. Cool. You know what, friends? I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys a 394 top end. What else do we got here? Oregon bag. Oregon. Sorry, I'm trying to picture. Nice. Sent me another decal. I'm gonna have to. I want to start decaling this shelf, friends. What else do we got here? Another one. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start decaling. I'm gonna start decaling the shelf. So he sent me a couple more decals. And wow, buddy, thank you. TK, you're a good fella. I hope I get to shake your hand one day. Wow. Like, friends, I couldn't bring myself to cut that 394 up. It is just so nice. It has no time on it. Friends, I'm going to bring you guys in close. Let's have a look at this. Let's do a quick failure diagnosis. Okay, friends, let's bring you in close here. So you bought a saw, it's a part, you don't know what's been done to it. Now, I believe that this saw ran, but it had some top end issues. I think he sent me a video of this running. So first things first, friends, no discoloration in top of the rod, right? That would turn blue. No discoloration in the bottom of the rod. Okay, this will turn blue. Same with this. Does it feel good? Yeah, it feels smooth. Now, next thing I'll do, check for up and down play. I feel none. So, I mean, realistically, friends, this is probably a good bottom end. But, I mean, you guys know how I roll. I'll probably do bearings in this. And start from scratch, right? You guys know how I am. I like to start from scratch. I'm going to port the living bejesus out of this thing. I've always wanted... Now, friends, there is not a lot of use for a big saw here, right? Like, you know, there's not a lot of use for this size of saw here, so I might as well just make this thing stupid. Because that way, when I'm running her, I'll be cutting wood so fast you won't even be able to see it on film, right? Now... Okay, so right there, I'd say we have a good bottom end. You know, no issues, and so that's a good thing, right? So what I'm getting at, because I'm just flabbergasted. Like I've been looking for a 94 or 95 for quite a while. These big saws are unobtainium here. I always joke with my buddy. Between the two of us, we joke, between the two of us, we own almost all the big saws in our province, and we probably do. Okay, let's move this over here, friends. Here's the top end, nicely bubble wrapped. Let's pull this out of here. Now, what do we got? That was quite the bleeder. You guys see that? Okay, here's the top end, right here. Okay, intake side. Transfers. Notice, same transfers as 272, 281, 272. Did I already say that, friends? Okay, same style of transfers. Well, we already know what to do with those, don't we? Uppers are a little bit bigger on this, and there's more. See how there's more space there? I'm going to grab another cylinder and we can compare. Here's a 281, friends. Now, these are notorious for having small transfers. Look how small the lower transfers and the passage to get into the upper. Here's your 394. Okay. Now, 394, 395. What's the difference? Intake, I believe. Yes, 395 has the newer style, like a 372 style intake. These have an intake block, like a 272 or a 281. Okay, transfers. 395 has quad transfers. Now, friends, I've always thought that a 394 is a better running saw than a 395. Just my opinion. I've run both, and I think that these are the stronger of the two. And a lot of guys I talk to say the same thing. So I don't know why. I think the timing of a 394 is probably a little hotter. Now, TK was saying maybe we can do something with this cylinder. Well, this sounds like a good. This looks like a good cylinder. You know what we'll do, friends? In the near future, I got other projects to do. I will order parts for this one. And when the time comes, let's see if we can clean this cylinder, okay? You can see she probably hung a ring. Where's our piston? Is this the piston? No, that's not the piston. That's the piston for this. Okay, friends, let's find the piston in here. Here it is. Just a little impromptu unboxing. Okay, so notice this is a double ring piston. Here's your intake side. Now, friends, remember how I was talking about port widths and that? You can tell a lot about a piston and a design by how worn it is. Now, I'm sure that this saw has a lot of time. This come out of logging country with the kind of wear on the plastic and that. This is clearly a logging saw, right, friends? So, but see this? So, this is your hot side of your cylinder. So this thing probably went a little lean and burnt up. Okay. Rings are not stuck though, which is funny. Normally the rings would be stuck, but you guys can see it, this thing got hot and it blew itself up. Now, you see this? That reason right there, friends, is why I would probably do the bottom end. When I see stuff like that, when you see pieces missing, sometimes they can get into the bottom. Not always, but to me, I think it's a better deal to redo everything. Because this could be fun, right? We'll do a 394 on the channel. We'll clean this thing up. See if we can save this. If not, we'll reach out to Wolf Creek and we'll put a 395 cylinder on it. Or I got a buddy who has some 394 top ends, and he was saying he would share one with me. So here you guys go. Decomp. That's a different kind of decomp on there. Here's our muffler. Interesting. So yeah, I would say, friends, this thing went a little lean, got hot. It's got a lot of carbon and time on it. You can tell, right? Also the wear. Notice the wear's on the bottom of the piston skirt, right? See how it's shiny on the sides and the bottom? Remember how I was talking the other night about piston designs? Where is the wrist pin? Notice how it's farther to the bottom? That makes this piston a little top heavy. So think about that. Okay? See where your wear is? At the bottom. See? It's worn on the bottom here and the bottom there. So when you take saws apart, it's good often to study them, right, friends? And in fact, I'm going to pull another piston out and show you something. Again, friends, so here is a 200T piston. Where is the wrist pin? It is lower Look how much crown is over top, right? So the skirts are very short. It's one of the reasons why 200T is a monster. This piston weighs nothing. It's very light, very robustly built, very short. Look at the wear on that, friends. Okay. Remember all them 200Ts we did on the channel way back when? This is what I see now. This is a super low hour piston. This came out of a saw with no hours on it. Look at that piston. Still has the machine marks on it, but notice. And what I find is, like, this style of piston, you don't want to trim these because you're making something. Not to say that 200Ts are bad saws. We all know they're the king of the top handle, right? I don't climb, friends, but every climber I know, 200T, right? So, just showing you. Here's that 281 piston out of that cylinder. Intake side. Let's see if we can get that to focus here, friends. Okay, this thing has a bajillion hours. This saw, that top end is off a saw that cut wood for 25 years. Okay, run on Opti 2, but see, it was getting blow by. There's some carbon on there, but it's not bad, and it's still soft. I always admired that. Okay, so again, where's the wrist pin? It's a little bit higher up on this one, and you don't see the skirt wear. Let's see if we can find another one, just because you guys were interested in that comment I made. I save pistons to study them. One more. Here's a MS 440 or 044. I think this come out of a 440. No, where's the wrist pin? Again, more in the dead center, longer skirts. This thing had a bajillion hours on it. See the wear? Only on the bottom here. So what's going on is, think about it. It's rocking. Okay? Does that make sense, friends? So you study the wear patterns on your pistons. It'll make you a better builder because you will understand what the saw is doing. This one got. There you go. There's a dull chain. Look at that, friends. I cleaned that cylinder and reused it, and that saw is still stacking wood day after day. Anyhow, okay, one more, friends. You see this? That's a 281 piston. Now, what ends up happening when your piston starts to get really worn on the bottom, meaning the skirt wears, eventually what can happen, and did on this saw, is it caught. It starts to rock so much, it puts too much pressure on it, and it breaks in the center. You guys can see that. Okay? So, just be aware, if you want to cut your intake timing on your piston skirt, be aware, the shorter the skirt, the more chances of wear. And again, friends, the wider the exhaust port, okay? The wider your exhaust port, think about it, those rings got to go in and out, right? Think about that every time. Hundreds of times per second, every time this goes up and down, those rings got to go in and out of this exhaust port. Now, I'm not saying don't widen your ports, but be aware. The wider the port, the harder it is on the rings and the harder it is on the piston. Now, you can get RPM with a wide port or a high port. Now, the reason why I do high ports is that it's easier on the piston. Okay? So just think about all that, friends. I mean, there's lots of different ways to port, but if you're going to get serious about porting, experiment. I prefer a tall port to a wide port because, again, it's 40 below here right now, or 30 below, whatever it is. You can't start a high compression saw here in the winter. You will grenade the recoil usually before you even get it to pop. So, A. And B, I find lower compression saws that are built right, they last because there's not, like, friends, how can I say this? High compression is hard on things like bearings. And I know, don't yell at me or write me hate mail, that's just my opinion. But friends, what I've seen over my time porting is high compression saws. If you're going to blow up a high compression saw, you're usually going to blow up the bottom end. So, compression is not king in my world. Do I cut pop-ups? Yep. Do I do cylinder machining? Yep. Do I do it all the time? No. Okay, friends, I do a hybrid style of machine work and port work. I don't always do machine work though, so you guys saw it, that 272-268 giveaway saw that we built. That has no machine work. I didn't even touch the exhaust roof. It's at 99 and nothing cuts real good. So I'm going to back you guys up now. Okay, friends. Well, we took our clean bench and made it messy. TK, thank you, buddy. I will definitely run through this saw and make it new again. You know what's funny, friends? I've never ported a 394 or 395. That'll be my first one. When the time is right, we will do this on the channel. The biggest saw I've ported to date is a 288. So, not a lot of big saws here, friends. So, this saw, I'm probably going to port it to be fairly quick because there's not, the big wood here, friends, is 3 feet. And if it's 3 feet, it's usually poplar, cottonwood. You do get the odd 3-foot oak, but I mean, I could grab this P61, will just, you know, motor through anything. I'm going to make this thing fairly high RPM. And again, we can discuss that when we're building this. Fairly high RPM. And I want to make it zippy. Like a true Tin Man style saw. I want to build that into this 394. Build it to run a 32 or even a 24, friends. Wouldn't that be fun? Just motor through wood with a 24. Yeah, this bottom end feels good. It's smooth. It's a little noisy, but whatever. We'll split it and we'll put bearings in it, friends. Anyhow, I'm flapping. Hey, Bill Bach, I'm flapping. Anyhow, friends, I'm just smitten. What a night. TK, thanks, buddy. You made this guy's night, and I'm just humbled that, you know, you guys send me stuff, and thank you. You can't find saws like this here, so this kind of stuff is unobtainium to this guy. They're just hard to find, so if I lived in BC, man, would I have piles of saws. That's where all the big saws are, it seems. Anyhow, friends, as always, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Later. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm going to go into the warm. It's cold. Later.